Good evening. We're back. So we're running a little bit late. So just going to go over what is coming up for the next 7 days, either here or on the IMT channel. Hopefully everybody can hear me and it's all coming through nice and loud and clear. Hopefully not too loud, just to knock down a bit. So, of course, tonight we've got the next session of the Moonchild. I'm going to hold this up in front of me so I don't look like I'm looking down at the floor. Tomorrow, on IMT's Discord channel, on the Belasco stage, we have got Dragonbane that is run by GM Brian. Also, tomorrow is Return to Alien, which will be over on... I'm going to try and point in the right direction. Over on Colin's channel, and also here at the same time. I think that's still doing it that way.
Yeah, it's still happening. Yep.
Okay.
My YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah, that's what everybody calls me.
Which bitch?
But it might be. I think it's going to be a session 0 rather than the first episode, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna go into because they're new characters now. We're in the third act, essentially, of the Dracona Strain trilogy, Heart of Darkness. So I think it's just take a minute to get centered around the characters, what our motivations are, rather than jumping in and committing war crimes like we did last time. Well, on towards chaos.
Flea's on board, so that's there's probably no avoiding that. Yes, I think maybe a little bit of a rules refresh and maybe a catch up on what has gone before, because there's been quite a bit of a break, hasn't there, between and it is so. Heart of Darkness is the culmination of the 3 scenarios, so I think it might be worthwhile to talk about the previous ones, because some of those like threads come together, possibly, unless they're completely overlooked by the players and totally miss them. But anyway, so that's Alien Heart of Darkness tomorrow, session 0. Then on Friday, on IMT's Twitch channel, I'll be back doing Two-Headed Serpent again, where we're in Iceland. So looking forward to that. Then on Saturday, there's another Dragonbane game, but this time it's the one run by Strain. That's going to be live on the IMT Twitch channel, 8 o'clock. All these games are around about 8 o'clock. I keep forgetting to say the time. On Sunday, and then on Sunday at 1:30 a.m. GMT, Jake is going to be running a Delta Green campaign, Convergence. Also on Sunday, which is before that, so these times aren't in order, around 7:30, 8 o'clock, Brit is running his Cthulhu by Gaslight game. And of course, over on this channel, on the Brotherhood of the Dice Twitch channel, there's another session of my D&D campaign in the world of Greyhawk, the Legacy of Ashardalon, where the players are trapped inside a deck of many things, which is exciting. On Monday, there's a GM Minova who is running her fortnightly game of Break, which is on the Akihabara stage. And on the Belasco stage, on the same day, around the same time, 7 or 8 o'clock, is Twilight by GM Gav. And then it brings us back round to Moonchild again. Unless everybody's dies tonight, of course. Yeah, which is,
Or in the clink.
Or in the clink, yeah. Which is also a possibility. Right, so, is there anything anybody else wants to add? Is there anything you want to add, Colin or Dave, about stuff that you've got coming up on your respective channels?
Tomorrow we have Leprechaun 4 in space! That is going to be a fun one. A couple of interviews coming up over the next couple of weeks. Hang on, caught me on the spot here. Now I have to check my channel. There's absolutely tons of stuff going on at the moment. Make sure if you go to our YouTube channel and check upcoming streams, you'll see it like right into the middle of February with everything planned up. Obviously, tomorrow night will be the giveaway. So if you were on the email list, you will know. If you aren't, sorry, this won't be in. Sunday, upcoming Sunday, Flea and I are reviewing Terminator Zero.
So that's the anime. Well,
that's the anime one. Yeah.
I said, is that the anime way? It's Flea's involved, so yeah, because it's anime.
It's our fortnightly anime review. So we're looking at Terminator Zero series, and then we're back on the usual, back to the Monday, our classic horror with the Nanny. Phil and I are back on the following Thursday, Wellington Paranormal, and then I have interviews with Natalia Rose Wolf, Kitty Marie, and Phoebe A. Xavier, all horror writers. So, yep, plenty going on.
Okay. Yourself, Dave? Anything?
Don't think so. We've been trying to catch up with stuff that's on our shelves of shame, which our shelves of shame are groaning under the weight.
Yeah, mountains of shame, are they?
Shame. Yeah, absolute mountains of shame. So, yeah. Although I think we did do a review of D-Day Dice.
All right.
Any good?
It's a Pacific theatre. It is actually really quite good. It's like a map of a Pacific island, and you start on the beach, have to fight your way up to the bunker. It's sort of a Yahtzee mechanic with knobs on, but
don't tell Stuart he's on a board.
Well.
Don't tell Stuart he's on a board game buying binge. I think buying extra copies to keep one safe.
Yeah.
But I
Station
think
Fallsworth.
the Kickstarter hasn't started for that one yet. So
it's Kickstarter. Okay.
you're safe for the time being.
So it won't be in this year.
I think it's pretty. There's a demo box which is with like 2 maps, what we got to play. So I think it's not going to be one of these that you do the Kickstarter and then you get it in 5 years' time. I think it will be shipping fairly quickly after the Kickstarter. It's more for, I think the design and what have you is pretty much done. It's more the costs for production start.
Okie dokie. Radio. So I apologise if some of the sound levels on some of these background tracks are a bit high. I'll have to adjust them as we go. Right. So shall we dive in then? Yes, Phil. We'll dive in. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Then.
Phil, come on, let's go. Like it.
Right then, so we'll do a recap, shall we? So, years ago, you were members of the 13, an occult society formed during your university days. Now, a desperate plea from Sarah Moore has dragged you back into its shadowy grasp. Sarah claims that during an affair with David Barber, she bore a Moonchild, her 9-year-old son Sean, a child blessed by the goddess who would become a source of great power. She also tells you that David is threatening to take Sean away. Not only that, but she says that he has told her that the goddess demands more payment in blood. According to Sarah, David is targeting the members of the 13, and he even claims to have caused the fatal motorbike accident that killed Alicia's husband. Sarah begs you to confront David and stop him. Sarah's family situation raises further questions, though. She has an 18-year-old daughter, Angelica, and a photo found at her home, a family portrait of sorts of Sarah, Sean, Angelica, and David Barber, suggests an unsettling intimacy between David and Angelica. Meanwhile, you learn that Stacy, another member... Let me just drop this down a bit. Another member of the 13 is currently in the psychiatric ward at Milton Keynes University Hospital. After receiving a copy of the photograph that I think it was Eric that sent it to David, David responds with a text message inviting you all to visit him and his wife Bridget at their home this evening. With time to spare, though, you decide to visit Stacy at the hospital. The encounter is a little unsettling. Ray experiences a hallucination, hearing a taunting voice that shakes him to his very core, possibly. That's a bit dramatic. Stacy mutters something about, I failed him. He was blessed by the goddess, and I failed him, before slipping into unconsciousness. John, with his medical expertise, learns that Stacy had initially been sectioned but chose to remain at the hospital voluntarily after her recovery. But even John isn't spared from the strange events as he sees the scar on his right hand that you all bear reopen like a fresh oozing wound, deep and pulsating. As you all leave the hospital, Alicia pauses by a memorial garden on the grounds. An apple tree stands there, its branches adorned with a rosemary wreath, a pagan symbol of remembrance that reminds her of the same kind of apple tree in her own garden and the same rosemary wreaths that she places there every year. Swollen, overripe apples litter the ground. One split apple reveals a grotesque sight, a tiny, barely formed human fetus squirming within, and a voice whispers to Alicia, accusatory, yet questioning. The voices made you do it, didn't they, Alicia? Oh, did they? The hallucination leaves her shaken. You finally arrive at David's home, where he greets you at the door with a charismatic smile. For a fleeting moment, the connection you once shared with him resurfaces. Despite everything Sarah has said, his charm is still undeniable. That and his large amount of weight that he's put on. His home, a picture of suburban normality, stands in stark contrast to Sarah's chaotic life. Inside, David introduces you to his 18-year-old son, Michael, and Bridget insists you stay for dinner. Later, before dinner, in the back garden, you all confronted David about Sarah and Sean. David maintains his only concern for Sean's well-being, which is perhaps understandable. When John brings up Angelica, hinting at an inappropriate relationship, the tension snaps. Eric's temper flares, and he punches David square in the face, knocking him to the ground. As David lies there, a voice hisses in Eric's ear. That's right, Eric. That's how you like it. Let it all out, Eric. Let it all out. And that is where we shall begin, with the voice still echoing in Eric's ears. It is perhaps getting it's kind of like twilight, I suppose, at the moment. It'll getting dark. It's about 5:30 October. So anyway, I turn it over to you guys.
So we're in the back garden, I take it still.
Yes.
I'm gonna let Spot out so he can go for a whittle.
Okay. So yeah,
One David sat down on the ground.
so yeah, perhaps for the first time you see Ray release this tiny
Spot.
release the hounds. Release Spot. Probably.
Oh my God, Spot was hidden.
Oh, very good. Excellent. That's. I think we can finish on that.
Yeah. Good game, lads. Good game.
We'll not talk that one. Anyway. So are you gonna monitor his?
I can't talk to him. I can't talk. Not the dog. I can talk to the dog. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
what do we do? Just wait for him to come round?
He's not unconscious.
No, he's
Oh,
not
is he
unconscious.
just sat on his ass?
So
Supposed to go and help him out of the pond.
oh, he's not. He didn't. Despite Eric's plan, he didn't fall in the pond now. So he's kind of
Oh, that's a shame.
just on his ass on the grass.
Fair enough.
So are you still helping him up? Sorry, I'm looking over there.
I
Look over there.
suppose to help him up.
Okay. Okay. So as you go to help him up, you approach him. He's kind of looks a little dazed. His head's down, chin on his chest, fringe hanging down over his face, and he groans. And then you hear a voice pleading and full of fear.
Or maybe.
Please help me. They're hurting me.
Was that coming from
Do you
David?
all hear that?
Yeah, you all hear that. It's coming from
We
David.
all hear that.
Yep, it's coming from David.
What?
Then the French windows slide open and David steps out into the back garden. Is everything okay? Bridget said you were...
Sorry, what?
No, David. Is everything okay? Bridget said you just all marched outside.
I looked down on the floor where David was sat.
There's nobody there.
Uh-huh.
You can all make...
I look at my knuckles. Are they bruised?
No, you can all make a sanity roll.
Yeah, no shit.
It's a pass. If you pass, you don't lose anything. If you fail, you lose 1. Oh, that's...
So this one, he's just steadily grind you down.
Oh, come on, that's a 30. Come on. Come on, referee.
So David sees the kind of look on the face of Alicia and Ray. Says, Alicia, Ray, are you okay? Something wrong?
I'm just going to be doing double take, brothers.
Yeah, we were.
Some fresh air.
Yeah,
You were there.
What?
How the hell are you there? You were there. You were just there.
No, I was talking to Bridget inside. And then you
Whack
just
him again.
what?
Whack him again.
Punch him again, Eric.
Yeah. punch him again. Eric, you missed the first time. Hit him again. Make it count.
He frowns and kind of laughs. Come on, guys. Bridget says dinner's ready anyway, and he turns and walks back inside.
All right.
Guys, how many mushrooms do we do universally?
You saw me, right? You saw
I'll
me,
gather
right? I
Spot
lamped
up.
him.
Is there any sort of, the grass where it sat down? Is there any disturbance?
Is there a mark? Has it left a mark? No, there's no visible mark, but then it is neatly trimmed grass. Stop looking to the side, look in front, look forward. So it probably wouldn't show a mark anyway.
Okay, this is free.
That's not right.
Nothing's been right since we all decided to travel up here. Do you know what? After dinner, folks, I think I'm going to head back home because this is.
I I'm not really sure what we're going to achieve here.
We'll pass pleasantries and just get on the next train and just go. Yeah, I don't need this.
How
I
are
mean,
we going to pass?
just to think, we came here because Sarah asked us to check that he was trying to take a kid off her. Actually, we think it wouldn't be a bad idea if that kid was put in a better house anyway.
Mm.
I'm
Hang
still
on a
not happy.
minute.
Sorry,
Hang on a
sorry,
minute, he was-
Eric, sorry. You just seem to be skirting over the fact that you were just so angry with him. You decked the fella, and now you're talking about leaving Sean. What?
No. He can't take Sean. If he takes Sean, he's going to have to tell Bridget that he's been having an affair for the last 10. I don't think he's going to take him for himself. I
10
think
minutes ago, he was
I don't think it's a safe place for us. Like, what the hell?
How are we going to pass pleasantries with the guy when
he's not. He's got no.
you did all see that he was here and we were talking to him, and Eric punched him, and then he wasn't here and he was over there. You guys all saw that.
Yeah, we all.
That's why I
all
want to go
do the
home.
same thing.
How can we sit and have tea with him and Bridget?
Well, maybe he's got because he used to muck around with that kind of
What, a twin?
spooky stuff. Maybe he found a way to a do-over where he can kind of rewind time a bit and then do it again. Maybe he is a powerful source. He just looks like a pervy old tramp.
This isn't an
That's how
episode of.
I'm with that.
I mean, I'm a man of science, yeah, but the old Arthur C. Clarkeism, any sufficiently advanced science is considered to be magic by morons or something like that. So maybe he's found a way to time travel. Maybe he could use that to set up things and organise accidents
Maybe
and
punched
things that
him
happen to
through
people.
time.
Maybe he can see through time. Maybe he can move through time.
Because
Maybe
you're
I punched him
so
through. I
hard.
punched him so hard he went back through time.
Punched him into next week.
Or in the last 5 minutes.
Either way, something's going on here. Something to do with what we experienced at university. He somehow got some extra information or knowledge and has moved on a bit, and he's a dangerous man.
Are we having a collective psychosis?
You're the expert. Does that exist? Can we have a shared hallucination?
Yeah, there's been plenty of
well.
instances over the ages that does happen, usually with a shared nexus group, an experience. And hidden traumas can come back. I haven't felt myself fully since traveling up here and never had an incident in years. All of a sudden, I'm now seeing things and imagine things and getting stressed, and I really don't know how to deal with this.
Maybe something happened that night in the woods where David got hit or something like that, and then we've all got that memory triggered and it's mapped itself onto
Well, something
us being
definitely
here
happened in the
garden.
woods, and I sort of highlight that I still can't remember fully how this happened. We did something now coming back from the recent. I think we've all put it out of our minds.
And we've all been seeing things, haven't we, over the last few hours?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I haven't felt right since traveling here.
You have all been seeing things, but I'm not sure that everybody has admitted to seeing things.
I think this
No,
is
that's what I'm. That's what I'm
we're
saying
starting
is,
to like.
guys, we have all been seeing things, haven't we?
That's what I'm subtly saying. I haven't felt right since traveling. I have not had a problem, and all of a sudden I start traveling up here, and I'm imagining people and instances and voices and dreams, and now this. Yeah.
So what if then David's actually just a victim like the rest? Skilled ones who've been perving on young girls, but he could be just experiencing the same thing. He could be having the hallucinations. He could be going crazy. It might be affecting all of us.
I think we'll use the conversation as why we come up, and we'll just see what he says. Do you know what? See if he doesn't. He does. I don't plan to stay here one more night because this is just it's not leading anywhere.
It's all right for some of us, isn't it?
Someone's got to
Fucking
live
off like
it.
we can.
It becomes a new hellmouth. Yeah.
Cheers, lads.
I mean, I'm only 30 miles away, so it depends on what the radius is. Obviously, Alicia's going off to Wiltshire, so she'll be fine. Abandoning us. I'll come down. Anyway, we need to. I think we need to go for dinner.
Okay.
We're going to be suspicious otherwise.
Okay.
Deo, daylight come. I just know what's happening next.
So you sit down at the dining room table. Bridget has got this just like perfect spread. You can see evidence of her usual levels of fastidiousness. Everything is perfectly prepared. The table is done. It wouldn't look out of place in a high class restaurant. She's taken the time. Somehow in this brief window, this change of circumstances, she's managed to like put on this amazing spread. and there's a starter and a
She
main.
went back in time and made it.
There's a starter and a main and a dessert, and you sit and you talk.
I am a great cook who loves watching cookery shows on TV.
You are
Is
indeed.
it possible that she could have put such foods together, in the time since we've turned up?
If she is,
Education role? Or something?
yeah, you haven't got a specific cooking skill, have you? So I'd take education.
I'm 91 in that back.
Or an idea role, either. It's a minor thing, really. So if she's got the skills, she's got the talent. Yeah, it's impressive though, nonetheless.
Uber Eats is amazing.
Maybe she's just got an extensive HelloFresh menu or something, supply something.
They take 50 minutes each to make, mostly because they got like chips or sweet potatoes involved.
And the fresh veg that's not fresh at all. And it's in about 500 plastic packets. Right. Anyway, so like I say, you sit down, you have this meal, gorgeous meal, and it's just like old times. You're all sat there. The conversation, it's not for you. At first you think it's going to be forced, especially considering the situation, but that all falls away, and it's like you've never been apart. And you can feel as the evening goes on, you can almost physically feel this connection. That connection that you remember back in the days of the society of the 13, back at university. You feel this connection, this camaraderie, this something that you're part of something greater than yourselves.
You in contact with any of the others then, David?
Well, a few. I mean, there's still a few people that live in the general area. Mary, she lives in a posh village just outside of Milton Keynes. She lives over in what is it, Wolverton? Is it Bridget? And Bridget, yeah, I think so. And then there's Nathan. He lives in the centre of Milton Keynes somewhere, I believe. And then of course there's Stacey and Sarah.
Have you got addresses for Marie and Nathan?
I think so. Or if I haven't got addresses, I've probably got phone numbers. Yeah. I mean, I can't say I'm in contact with them, but yeah, on a regular basis. But I've spoken to them over the years. I mean, it's that kind of thing, isn't it? You say, if you're in the same area, you just bump into people every now and then. Although I can't say I've ever bumped into you, Ray.
Yeah, I was just about to be offended.
But maybe it's just I don't.
Interesting how our paths seem to have avoided each other.
Yeah, but like I say, I wouldn't say I meet up with them things, but I bumped into to Mary and Nathan and Stacey quite a few times over the past few years. So, but anyway, tell them about yourselves. How's things been going?
Right.
Lost my notes.
Fine.
Grumble,
So got here, I live it.
Is everything okay, Alicia? It seems like something's bothering you. It's not like you to not speak your mind.
Yeah, I'm just puzzled by something off.
Hallucination? Have you not been well?
Back here.
Have you been seeing, David? Have you ever had moments where you think you've seen something and then it wasn't actually there, or maybe you heard something and it wasn't actually there recently?
Right. He looks at Michael and says, "Well, Michael, have you got some got things you can be doing?" Yeah, sure, yeah. Plenty to do, rather do that than sit here.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, Michael.
Yeah, you too. And he sort of nods, kind of, politely, he's not rude, and then heads upstairs, stomping upstairs, and hear a door close.
Nah, teenagers never change.
He's a good boy, is Michael. He's had a rough time. When he was younger, he was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh dear, so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he looks over at Bridget, and she kind of reaches across and holds down and says, "Yeah, we really thought we was going to lose him at one point." And Bridget says, "But thankfully the doctors, even though they said his chances weren't good, in the end the treatment came good against the chemotherapy treatment against all the odds. He pulled through. The doctors it was a bit of a miracle, you might say."
That's fantastic. Sure is overjoyed and looking at moving forward in life. You know, it's I don't know. Sometimes these things are set to test us.
When did you say this happened?
The cancer.
Yeah, how old was he at the time?
Oh, he would have been about 9-10 years old.
About 8 years ago.
Yeah, it was when he pulled through. He'd had the cancer for a few years, but he was finally given the all clear about 8-9 years ago.
Oh, wonderful.
But what is this you were saying about? Have I seen things? I mean, we've all seen things. You remember?
Everyone's phone pings and a message comes up that says Sean's 8 and it's got exclamation marks next to it.
Says, we've all seen things. Remember back at uni in the society, the things we did. We all felt things and saw things, experienced things, didn't we?
Yeah, but after that, we kind of got on life as normal. It just seems a bit strange. We got a call to come up here, and then it all starts coming back, strangely enough, which I was not expecting.
Did you not pursue your studies then, John? Your talent with the cards was something that everyone was envious of.
No, I put them aside, honestly.
It
wasn't the focus. I went in another direction. I found another way to help people.
Well,
in a more practical manner. But like I said, it's put all this out of my mind till today.
Maybe the goddess granted you a guidance of a different kind. I still feel her presence in my life every day.
You still believe that stuff then, Dave?
Of course, don't you?
Yeah, like I said, it's been years.
So what's with the yoga medallion then?
Who's that aimed at?
I can't remember if it's Alicia or Ray who does the yoga, and I believe Alicia is still a firm pagan. Yeah, but
I do a bit of yoga, but I'm sitting in an office chair all day.
And it says, I lost trousers. There's back again. There you go.
He's annoyed the internet codes.
And Alicia, you're clearly, that ring you're wearing, that's clearly like a pagan sign of pagan beliefs. So you haven't abandoned it completely then. It's good to hear. It would be a shame. It would be such a shame after the connections we made, after all the work we did. I'm always keen to share my knowledge with Michael, tell him of everything that we achieved.
Have you ever told Michael that he'd make a really great warlock?
I believe Michael thinks that, yes. He's shown a lot of interest, and kind of Bridget, look, you can see Bridget's kind of like raising her eyebrows a little bit.
I mean, it's one thing to believe that there's, some kind of nature god and you look after them and you pay favors and all this, but do you actually think you can do like spells and things still?
But we did together, all of us.
Oh, I think we just got pissed and fell over in a field mostly.
I'm sorry you think that, Eric.
But do you still practice?
Maybe not as much as I used to, and it's difficult when together we had something special, but on your own there isn't the same power to it. But yes, I still observe the omens, the favors, the practices. I still respect the ways of the of pagan faith and respect the goddess. And Bridget kind of gets up from the table and says, well, would anybody like a drink, a coffee or something stronger?
Oh, no thanks.
David nods. I'll have an Irish coffee, please, Bridget. She takes her, if anybody else wants drinks, she takes her, an order, for a better word. And then kind of goes off towards the kitchen. She says, well, David, should we go and sit in the front room? It's comfortable, better than sitting in these dining chairs. Comfy, go and sit on the sofa. Yeah. And he, without really waiting for an answer, he gets up and walks through into the lounge or the sitting room or whatever you want to call it.
So did you involve any of the others in your
the
rituals that you're doing still? Stacey, Sarah, Sky?
No, not really.
So is Michael fully recovered then? Is no signs of...
No. There's been no signs of any cancer for nearly 10 years.
So he's signed off by the doctor.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean, he has yearly checkups every now and then, just more or less yearly checkup, just in case, but clear, perfectly clear. And
can I make a psychology roll?
You can indeed. So you can push that, or you can spend luck, or you can leave it as it is.
Push it. I'm going to completely misinterpret. I don't want to spend the luck. Fine, I'll push it. Just see what happens.
Okay, so how are we going to push it?
By staring at him in his face. Kind
Yeah, but is
'Cause
he? But is he though? But is he? Is he? Yeah, but is he?
Oh, look at that.
Oh!
So no, it's not being.
Yeah, I
It's,
think we're pushing. The thing still happens. It's just you get a better result.
yeah.
So it's because I'm staring at him.
So maybe it's that. Maybe he's right. Maybe you can still feel that connection between you all. Maybe that matters because you sense it. He's not being honest with you. There's something more going on here. There's something more he's not telling you. And perhaps he senses that you can sense this as well. And after Bridget brings the drinks through, she says, "I'm just going to go up and sort some of those things, sort the room out. Got some ironing to do." And she says, "Okay, Bridget. Yeah, we'll be fine." He says, "Be sure to let me know before you leave. I wouldn't want you to go without me saying goodbye." And she heads upstairs, and he says, waits for her to go, and says, "It was the goddess. It was the goddess that cured Michael, not the doctors.
Ow.
I asked. It was. We were going to lose him. All the diagnoses were terminal. So I asked the goddess. To cure him, and she did.
And what did
She saved him.
You give her? What did you give her in exchange? Because there's always cost, isn't?
You can." Lost trousers again. Give us a persuade or something to that effect, if you would, Dave.
Well, that's even worse. I'm not a natural.
Oh, I thought that was a 9 then.
Even that would only just have passed.
So
I'm not gonna.
no, probably not good. No, it's probably a good idea. Well, there's always a price, Ray. You know that.
And that's why I'm asking you what the price was.
He pauses for a minute as if he's going to say something, then kind of absently, maybe as a distraction, he reaches down, picks up the TV remote and flicks on the TV. Doesn't really, kind of just on in the background. He doesn't turn it up so to and ignore people. But a Moonchild. I made a Moonchild.
With Sarah.
And he looks at you and he pauses for a moment.
Stacy.
Or is it Stacy? No, Sarah.
Yeah, that's why I'm stunned.
You made a
lost my
Moonchild
notes.
with
I
Stacy,
can't remember where I wrote them
and you
down.
killed it to secure your son.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? And now he's getting the cancer back. So you want Sean, your other backup child, so you can kill him and save your son again.
No. What? That's crazy, Eric. No.
If anyone's ever pointed out 100% of the plot, that's the.
No, that's that. Where the hell did you get that idea? I would never harm a hair on Sean's head. He's my son. He means the world to me. I need to tell Bridget about him so I can bring him here.
I feel like we've had this conversation.
So what happened with Stacey? What did you do to her?
What do you mean? What did I do to Stacey?
Well, she's in the loony bin.
Stacey's in the loony bin. So Ray, on the telly, there's a news report is playing on the telly, and you just kind of not really paying attention. You kind of it's like going on, just out of the edge of your vision, and it catches something on the news report catches your eye, something familiar that makes your blood run cold. So there's a news report about the raid on a home of by the police. You can't quite hear something about being under police observation, and there's footage of the police using a ram to break down the door of a house, your house. In the background, while there's this reporter speaking, you can see the police removing items from the house, and the reporter is commenting, "A computer and several external hard drives were removed under the Obscene Publications Act, but the suspect is still believed to be still at large." And there's a brief.
Did the rest of us see this, or just
you can, you're kind of vaguely aware of it.
We don't know it's his house, do we?
No. So you can hear it, you're vaguely aware of it, but you're not really paying attention to it. I guess maybe you can make a spot hidden, and the reporter goes over and starts, as they do, interviewing the neighbours. Just make sure while these rolls come in. That's Eric. Yeah, you kind of maybe notice that Ray is watching, paying attention to this news broadcast.
Well, you're right.
All right, and John doesn't notice.
Too busy wonder what the hell David's playing at.
Let's see, was David noticed? Oh, David noticed as well. Oh, there goes trousers again.
It's not real. It's not real trousers. He's a way to scrub some stuff. It's a real game.
So like I said, there's the news reporter does that thing, that thing with the interviewing neighbours, and and the neighbours go, this woman says, I can't believe it. Ray was always seemed such such a nice person. He was an upstanding member of the local community.
And
the weirdest thing is
TV off.
A picture of who they're looking for. On the screen.
so you're gonna make a grab for the remote, are you, or you're gonna go to the actual television? The weirdest thing he ever did was yoga and carry this little dog with him everywhere.
TV, so I'm blocking it because it's only down low, and turn it off. It's like, let's concentrate on the matter in hand there instead of trying to distract us with your tricks.
Give us a fast talk roll then, Dave.
It's even worse than my persuade.
Oh,
No, that's horrendous.
I am going to look that fucker.
I thought you might. Okay, so just as this woman is saying, so the weirdest thing he did was do yoga and carry this little dog with him everywhere. Like Ray just stands up, stands in front of the telly and just like reaches over and just blatant, just like switches it off.
Let me look at.
If you click on the button, it'll expand.
Yeah, it's not expand. It's hiding it. The little thing.
Oh yeah, you have to roll it down. Scroll it down. Yeah, there we go. 15. Look, boom.
Fine.
And then
fine. Nothing to see.
Like David looks at me.
Yeah, let's concentrate on the matter in hand instead of your little trick. We had enough of those in college. We were talking about Stacey.
Stacey. Well, no, I haven't seen Stacey for.
Why did she tell us that she thought she'd failed you?
Failed me? I don't know. You said she was in the madhouse, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, how am I supposed to explain the ramblings of somebody who's got psychiatric problems?
I think, to be fair, if we talked about the kind of things that we did when we were younger, we'd all be there.
Well, maybe so, but...
So maybe we're not ones to be throwing stones.
But that doesn't alter the fact that, look, it was Sarah, okay?
What was that?
The child, the Moonchild. And me and Sarah made the Moonchild, it's Sean. We gifted the goddess with a Moonchild, and she cured Michael.
But you didn't give the goddess the Moonchild. The Moonchild's still there, playing Call of Duty.
It brought a power of the goddess into the world. Sean's a conduit of the goddess. He'll be a positive force in the world for the goddess, and as reward.
He's interested in the ranking tables on Xbox Live.
He's only young now. He'll be a good warlock one day.
Is that what you told him?
Yes, I did. He holds power, and together, me and Sean, we could do great things together.
Well, one of the great things you didn't do was tidy up bloody house.
I'm working on that, John. Maybe you can help me.
Process has already started. I feel like we've had this conversation before.
We have?
Yeah, one of the strange things since coming up here, which is why, no offense to your good self, once this evening's going, I'll be going back home and getting on with my life. You want to play wizards and witches, act like teenagers, that's 100% on you. Just don't understand why we're getting frantic phone calls and almost like we're getting dragged into something. Why do I feel like I'm being dragged into something, David?
I don't know. It's the connection. We've been brought back together for a reason.
Well, that's why we probably need to talk to Nathan and Marie.
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose we could. Are you okay, Ray?
Fine.
You don't look fine.
No, it's all good. I think we might be done here.
Can we have those contact details then, David?
Yeah, sure. I'll Bridget's probably got them in her address book. And he gets up and heads up the stairs.
What do you think, guys?
Does someone have delusions of grandeur of being a cult leader? Trying to reignite something from... Don't the Americans do that when they always talk about their school days? Like, is there not a time when you grow up? And I sort of shake my head, like, annoyed more than anything else.
He's dangerous for Sean. Guy's absolutely loopy. Trying to, his Moonchild, Warlock shit. But I don't know if he'll have the conversation with Bridget. I think he's a coward.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do it for him. And if we've been brought here to open the can of worms, I'd rather not get involved.
Yeah, especially Ray, who only lives around the corner. Don't get him involved. Bridget banging on his door saying, "How long did you know?"
Exactly.
You don't
7 hours, 25 minutes, 35
You don't want people
seconds.
coming around banging on your door, do you, Ray?
No. While we're having a chat, I'm just going to get my phone out and see if I can log into my home VPN.
Okay, I suppose.
Just like I'm checking my messages.
All right. Yeah, I see what you mean. Give me a power roll.
It's not the role I was expecting.
In fact, and the rest of you can give me a power roll as well. I'll come to that.
Lovely.
Okay, so
The shutters come down.
so Ray, you managed to connect your VPN onto your like home network. Check your
Everything's working okay.
Yeah, everything seems to be fine. Okay, we've got John. Has got
Palpable sense of relief.
yeah, so maybe here Ray sort of Eric. So maybe it's like Ray's like on his phone. He's like just like, and suddenly seems to like take a deep sigh, and goes back over to his chair. And as he does, his leg brushes against the coffee table at the side of the chair where you're sat. And where am I? There's a copy of the Northamptonshire. I can't remember the name of the paper, but there's a copy of the local paper. Falls onto the floor, and just instinctively you go to pick it up to put it back. Just to put it back on the table, and you notice a headline, one of the stories in the paper. It catches your eye because it reminds you of the billboard, the newspaper board outside the newsagents that spoke about a missing homeless man. And this story, there's the newspaper's open on the page where this story is about concerning the ongoing police search for a missing homeless man. You can look at it if you wish.
Doesn't seem the most appropriate thing to start doing. Having a conversation. Oh, just pick up, read the paper. I mean, is there any names or locations in there that seem familiar to me?
Okay, so you can just like scan it. Your eyes pass over it. Just look, see if there's any pertinent details. And there are a few things that catch your eye as you like returning this paper to the coffee table. The centre MK shopping centre is mentioned as a place where he was like regularly seen, but also the last known sightings of him was in the Fishermead area, which is where Sarah lives. And at the bottom, it's kind of in the middle of the piece, there's a quite poor quality photograph. It looks like it might have been taken from like a CCTV camera, because obviously there's not going to be any family photos that is of this man. And it's hard to be sure, but it looks remarkably like the homeless man that you saw in the alleyway near Sarah's house just earlier today.
So this guy, they found his body, or is he's just missing?
He's still missing. Called Kipper Jackson. Called Kipper Jackson. That's what people know him as, but because he wears big, bright Kipper ties.
He wasn't a member of the 13.
No, you don't really know. You don't. I mean, it's hard to tell. The picture's quite poor quality, so you can't make out a lot of detail.
Just going to take that as foreshadowing. I can't really justify why Eric would take time to read about the fate of a homeless man.
Yeah, it's just something that caught your eye.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, are you doing anything else, or are you just waiting for David to come back?
Look, John, if you do change your mind, I've got space back at my place. It's only like 30 miles down the road. If it is something we want to pick up, I think we probably do need to have a word with Nathan and Marie, try to work out what's going on and what it's like to do with us. If you fuck off back to Kent, you'll never find out.
Yeah, maybe so. I just feel like we're getting dragged into some current drama that really no purpose being part of, and somebody's trying to relive their student death.
Yeah, that man is fucking with us. Trust me, that man absolutely fucking with our head.
Did we really let him have that much control over us?
You think he's like a hypnotist or something? Or maybe like he implanted some like suggestions in our head when we were at university, and he's managed to like kick them back.
Something, because until that phone call,
I don't know, but there's something going on here, because he's getting inside our heads and messing us about.
But I don't know, because he doesn't seem in control himself. Even after and he came back, it wasn't kind of like I have thwarted you. I've gone back in time. I'm a powerful warlock. It's just.
But is that part of the subterfuge to make it think it's all us?
And now so normal wants to like sneak upstairs and see if he's having a secret conversation with Bridget.
But to be honest, I want to get out of this house.
Yeah.
The skin is crawling right now.
We'll get the details and then. No, I think we need to speak to the others.
See, if we go home now, are we ever going to be free of the man?
Who else? Who else was it? Who else was in the 13 anyway? Let's just look through our numbers.
We've got Melinda.
So she's got a job interview, something.
We know about Sarah. We know about Bridget, Nathan, Marie, Stacey, Greg.
You didn't mention Greg's. Greg's probably not local.
I'm not sure where Greg's living at the moment.
Anyone else know Greg? In contact with Greg? No?
I have not been in touch with anybody. In fact, to be honest, the fact Stacey was able to call me was a bit of a surprise.
Do we know these professions, by the way, Phil? I don't know why we would know.
Yeah,
an undertaker.
yeah, you probably just through the act of like through things like Facebook and
Friends of friends.
Yeah, friends of friends, and you get and Sarah's attempt to like to do this reunion thing.
Okay, so basically, like, we saw like a comment on there, which was like Greg from, I don't know, Grave Undertaking.
Coffins Are Us.
Or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're able
So-
to try. I mean, there's there's those websites where you can like track people down that you went to college with and stuff like that.
Ray, that sounds like a job for you.
Yeah.
But
it's,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, in fact, you can make an idea roll.
Oh no, that means you're too stupid as a player. Oh, there you go.
So yeah, nobody's mentioned Greg.
Oh, Greg.
It's the one he.
Nobody-
Did he reply to the invite?
I
at
can't
all?
find my notes.
Because,
That's
like,
why I'm sort of stumbling here because I'm like, bloody too many names.
Um,
That's why I don't
that's-
follow sports teams because they've got too many people with names in them, and I don't like that.
on the original invite, was there a response from Greg?
well, you don't know because Sarah
interested
contacted you individually.
But there's like a university
Yeah,
Facebook page, and he's put a comment on there,
Oh.
so we know he's alive, or at least
yeah,
alive.
yeah. It's kind of yeah, like you said, there's like one of them, the university things, like alumni things, where you can like look and see who was in what such and such a year, and if
What
they've
they're
had,
doing now.
yeah.
If I had a bit of time, I'd be able to track him down. I'm sure.
I mean, can we work out if he's in it's still in the local area? Because if he's like,
Well, I'll
Into
be able
Canada.
to give you his home. Give me like half an hour, and I can probably find his house.
you've got it. As soon as we get these details, we'll go off home. You can do it this evening. We'll reconvene in the morning. And go and see Nathan and Marie locally, and then find out where Greg is. So we can complete the set.
Okay, so at this point you hear David coming back down the stairs and kind of holds out a piece of paper, not really sure who to give it to. Says, this is
I'll
Nathan's.
grab it off him.
This is Nathan and Marie's numbers, the mobiles.
Are they together?
No, sorry, no. So yeah, there's two separate mobile numbers. So like I say, it's probably been a few months since I spoke to Marie, bumped into Marie last. I got the numbers, just kind of out of courtesy.
Good to see.
Thanks. Right. Well,
I'm not happy with David.
Hit him.
No, I've hit him. He's going to go back in time again, and then we're going to finish it all over again.
You can
I'll
all.
just give him stink eye.
So what are you doing? So can I get you another drink or?
No, I think
think
it's
so.
time we made a move.
Oh.
Yeah, some of us got long journeys ahead of us.
Oh, okay. I mean, he looks over at the clock. He says, "Oh, yeah, it's getting on a little bit. I suppose it's nearly 7:30.
Almost my bedtime.
It depends on how far you got to go. Did you say you were only around the corner, Ray? It's
Don't
Far enough.
far enough, did you say?
Yeah.
All
Just,
right, I'm giving him a lift home. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Then he goes to the bottom and says, "Bridget, Eric, and the others, they're leaving." And she goes, "Oh, okay. Just more. Be down in a moment."
I'll carry on just staring at David.
Ooh, good
Oh.
staring.
Oh, it's like David looks back at you. He says,
Hi, sorry.
What's wrong, Ray? You seem. Have I done something to offend you?
You know what you've done.
I know what I've done. I really
No.
don't.
He had the last potatoes
Just-
at the table. You could see that Ray was
just-
eyeing them up.
Just fuck off, David, and the horse you rode in on.
Kind of like, what's brought that? And then Bridget appears. Goes, right. Well, I hope you'll
Ray's
Lovely
not
to see
feeling
you,
very
Bridget.
well.
It's been it's been delightful.
Well,
Thank you
It
so
was a
much for dinner.
fantastic.
don't be
surprise.
strangers. I mean, particularly you, Ray. If you only live close.
If you need anything at all, Bridge, give us a shout. I'm sure David will be able to find me.
Right. So Bridget comes over and gives you all a hug, maybe a peck on the side of the cheek,
No, I just sort of pat him on the shoulder.
and then David comes over and takes each of your hands. He embraces Alicia, takes everybody else's hands.
You find he doesn't.
Arm's length. Arm's length.
Everyone's
Okay.
like, yeah.
He kind of tries.
fist bump.
Well, it's been so good to see you. I know we'll see each other soon. I presume you're not saying that?
Definitely am. Yeah, I
What?
speak my mind.
Oh dear. Oh, what a joker you are, Alicia.
Yeah, just
I'm glad to
right.
be-
Let's start. They'll have to make
Bridget,
long rolls to
you-
cut through the atmosphere to get out.
What, Alicia? What did you say?
Everybody's a little tired and emotional, I think.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much, David. Thank you, Bridget. We're going to take our leave now.
It's
And,
been
we'll be in
fantastic seeing you, Bridge, and I'll just walk past David.
Okay, so David sees you all to the door. Again, he smiles and says he hopes he'll see you again soon, and then close the door. You can hear perhaps a muted conversation going off behind the door between
Okay.
David and Bridget as you walk away from the house back to the car. It's Eric's car, isn't it?
Mondeo. Right. Who's going where?
Are we going to get out of here, or do we need to speak to Nathan and Gray?
I think we need to find out what the fuck is going on.
He's up to something. He wants to play
up
games.
to no good.
I almost feel like we should just go back in with a hammer and sort it out now.
I'm right
Yeah.
behind you.
That's a mental health advocate in action now.
Yeah, just sort of
The
shit.
old school of mental health.
Let's
Well,
just burn the
sometimes,
house down and see what they come out
Sometimes you
with.
need the hard reset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll mental his health for him.
Hammer.
So at this
I
point,
think we're all just feeling a bit dirty right now. There's something like we just feel like we need a shower, and like somebody's been slimed around their brain or something. It's just not. We know it's coming from him, and he's getting off on it.
Yeah, but is he doing it deliberately, or is he merely a conduit for something else?
so John,
I think somebody has had a lot of control over people. We flocked to him like idiots, and I think he enjoyed that.
But if you were a powerful sorcerer and you could look however you want, why would you look like that?
Well,
That is true.
maybe that's not even what he looks like, and it's just to lull us into a false sense of security.
I think this is happening while we're driving. Yeah, we're not.
no, it's before. So as you're walking towards the car. So as you reach the car, maybe as you get in, or maybe as you just like sat in the car, Eric's just about to start up. You sat in the car talking. Your phone starts to ring, John.
Okay, I'll pick it up. Hello.
Okay.
Does it say anything on the?
No, it's an unknown number. It's a mobile number, but you don't know what you don't
Right.
recognise.
Is it unknown? Is it unknown or is it
You
withheld?
need to report to the
Does it
Chinese
actually come up
embassy
with the
immediately.
number?
It comes up with a number. Yeah, it's just you don't know it.
All right. Okay. So I'll just go. Hello.
Okay, so there's a female voice on the other end of the phone. It says, John Vinacour, is that you? I think this is supposed to be the right number.
Who's calling, please?
It's Melinda Moody. You remember?
Is that we go?
We were at university together. I know this is a bit out of the blue and a little bit strange, but
Yeah. Hello, Melinda. How can I help you?
I hope you don't think this is weird.
Melinda? Is that we hear him obviously go?
Is that
Melinda. It's
Moody
like,
Cow?
is that Melinda?
I just sort of go
Put her on speaker.
right,
Say
but one at a time, right? So I'll stick her in speaker.
Okay, so she goes.
Okay, well, thanks for calling. How can I help you?
So, you're gonna think this is a little bit strange. But and she kind of.
I'm not doing the blah 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 thing.
I'm on the
I'll just hold it out like that.
So she says,
People that do that need shot. Honestly, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
Because they got microphones on the
so you remember when we were in that group, in that club, back in university, don't you? The 13. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, funny enough, I do. I've just been talking to some friends. I just sort of know mostly everybody, not to make it obvious. Yeah, I've been talking to some friends recently. I'm not from the club. Strange coincidence. You should be calling. You should be calling.
Coincidence, strange coincidence. Funny you should say that as well.
What's happening with you, Melinda?
Says, well, you know that we were the only two in the 13 that had real gifts. You with your cards and me with the board.
Rude.
Yeah.
You got a dog?
And you remember that our spirits used to tell me things. And after our time at university, after we all went to separate ways, I still kept practicing. But the voices, spirits that used to talk to me, they became too loud. It almost drowned out my everyday life, and it almost became too much. And then it just stopped about 9-10 years ago.
I put it away myself. Might pick up the cards occasionally, but I found other things in life.
But I haven't heard the voices for almost 10 years. And then I had I had a phone call from Sarah. Sarah Moore, you remember Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I remember Sarah.
And I don't know what it was, as memory but it seemed to trigger something. We made those connections, but something's wrong, John. Something's calling us back together, but I can't put my finger on it. You just need to be careful.
Where are you now, Melinda?
I'm at home, over in Norwich.
You didn't have to physically go and get her, you know what I mean? We could do it in game. Don't have a... Someone's jumped the car. Just jumped the car.
So I was over in Milton Keynes a few days ago. I was going to see Sarah, but I don't know why. The voices, they're back. John, I went to see Stacey. She's in hospital. She was. Well, I'm not making sense.
No, it's okay. Calm down. It's okay.
She said she was
I think
sorry.
a lot's happened.
She said she was sorry, John. Sorry that she wasn't strong enough. Sorry that she killed her mother. She wasn't making any sense, but she always trusted you, John. Maybe you can make more...
I will tap it against my head.
It's just beep, end the call.
Okay, I'll try calling back.
It's just static with no number, no such number.
I'll look at my recents, did that call actually happen?
Yeah, it's there.
Can I take that number?
Yep, hand it over.
I'll just pop it into my phone. I'll try ringing it as well, actually, just so it's in my phone.
Okay, you try ringing it and it just comes. It rings and it rings. Yeah, and it just comes up as no answer, no data, there's no number. I'll discontinue.
What the hell are we getting into here, folks?
Where does she live?
Norwich? Norfolk?
Norwich, she said.
Norwich.
It's not a million, but let's exhaust what we've got locally first before we start going
Well,
further
I
afield.
can see if I can get anything on that number. Are we going to meet up tomorrow?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think we need to.
I'll contact Nathan and Marie. Oh no, you got the numbers, haven't you? Right, you took the details.
Yeah.
Maybe do a bit of pre-digging on them, so we know what we're expecting.
Yeah. Take me home.
I'll just say to Eric, is that offer still open then?
Yeah, absolutely. I have of course, as we go to drop Ray off, we'll probably find the area is cordoned off.
Well, so, just out of character, kind of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Eric directions to my house, but we're going to drive past my house.
Right.
And I'm going to get him to drop me, at the end of this. Well, depending on what we drive past, I'm going to get him to drop us at the end of the street so they don't know exactly where I live.
Okay. So.
Yeah, happy to do that.
Okay. So I think Eric.
Depending on what we drive past, I might get dropped further away from my house.
So no, they end up dropping you at your house. There's everything seems as normal.
Bit past my house.
Okay, but yeah, it seems as normal. So you're going to go past it once and then come back?
Oh no, I'm going to get him to drop me at the end of the road.
Okay, so past your house, then get him to drop you.
Cheers.
Okay.
Wave them off and then just walk the couple of minutes back.
Okay, so I guess you could all make a spot hidden, maybe.
We see the house yet?
Yeah.
Well, we've gone past it, so there's no need for you to see me.
Oh crap! I ain't seen shit.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch them drive off anyway, because I've played this game.
Time to go into another house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and the door opens. What are you doing?
I'm just going to stand there and wave them
Plus,
off.
Fraying has a underground tunnel. You know what I mean? From the house across.
Yeah.
So John has got an extreme success. So Eric, you drive off. You turn around the corner. You see him, Ray. You see him turn around the corner. That out of sight, and you you turn and go back to your house. Everything seems fine. You open the door. There's no doors. Fine. Everything is normal. Everything's normal. So Eric, as you're driving down maybe the parallel street that runs parallel to the one that we dropped Ray off, and as you drive past a snicket or an alleyway that bisects this street, John, you just happen to see Ray walking into a house.
Okay.
You see the house that he walks into.
Yeah, I'll just put that in the memory banks for later. And then I just think to myself, God, everyone's paranoid at the moment.
So obviously I know this, but where does Alicia live at the moment? Obviously you were looking for houses down in Wiltshire earlier, but where's your current abode?
Camden.
Camden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not driving you to bloody Camden. Someone, hey.
Well,
crazy.
I was, I work out of London. I live in
It would
London.
work.
Your house is going to be.
That's fine. I've got
Full
enough
tonight.
bedrooms. I've got enough bedrooms. For
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh, there's a travel lodge by the MK Shopping Centre.
I'm not putting you in a travel lodge.
I mean, I'm
It's
up
fine.
for sharing room, top and tail, and all that rubbish.
I'm
heard that
bunking
about
with
you.
John. He just doesn't know it yet. So, yeah.
What's wrong with me? I don't snore.
It's fine. It's a 3-bed house. I always have 2 beds made up anyway.
Just for all those friends that don't come to visit.
Actually, I have one set up for a live-in carer when such a thing is required. But there you go.
So it was a 20-minute drive back to. So you're going all the way back to your house, then, Eric?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you turn around, head back to take the ring road, avoiding the town centre, city centre, and then up onto the bypass. And as Eric drives up onto the bypass and down, probably, I don't know, motorway, I'm guessing. Alicia, you see this homeless man stood at the side of the road, this filthy coat, bright orange kipper tie, clearly visible through his, like, the open front of his coat, and his, like, hood, this dirty hood pulled down, lank, greasy strands of black hair hanging down over his face. And
Guys,
despite
wasn't that the homeless man that everyone's looking for? Where is it? Is that him?
Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe they found him already. He's off it. If you want to call it in, give the police a tip off.
Stop. We can chat.
He's a homeless man. They wander off all the time. I mean, he's obviously not dead. So,
Some.
to me, I thought he's just fine. Sorry, John. I mean, obviously you can't pull him on. I presume it's before we get onto the pipe.
so it's kind of, you could probably, I mean, maybe not totally legally, but you could probably pull over if you wanted.
I'll pull over. I'm convinced by Alicia. She
Okay.
always knows that. So twist me around a little finger.
Expected that come to fruition. Sorry, guys. I've got no further questions. You're the homeless man. Everyone's looking for you. Quick, drive off.
So you pull over then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull over just a little bit ahead of where this guy is, kind of, maybe poking through, like picking up cans and stuffing them, like stamping on them and stuffing them into his pockets. And he sees obviously sees the car pull over, and so he like comes pottering over. Oh, back again. So he comes pottering over and he leans down and knocks on the window, on Alicia's window, and he's holds out this like bruised, overripe apple. What about an apple, missus? Just a quid.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Terrible deal for him. Of
Seems
any
excessive,
quality, especially that one.
but, I mean, he looks like he's had a rough time of it, so let's call it.
Okay.
Here our hand.
So you're winding the window down, yeah? Okay. So he hands the apple, and this, like, it's soft and like it's not something you're probably going to be eating. And then he holds out this dirty hand, and when you close his hand around the pound coin, and then he kind of, his head lolls a little bit. Please. God, hurting me, please stop him. Here I am, missus. Thank you.
Someone's getting hurt.
And you all hear this. Well, apart from Ray, of course.
That's the second time we've heard.
One of them car bins. I need to dump an apple in it.
Just chuck it out the window. Don't leave it in my car. Just hit him on the back of the head.
So you make the journey to your house, then, Eric, yeah? Okay, so you drive all the way back to your house. As you're pulling into the driveway, John, your phone buzzes, like a message alert on your phone.
Okay.
And it's from the same number as before.
And again, okay, right, I'll open it.
And it says, where are we? I've lost it now. It says, Stacy always trusted you. I think she wants to talk to you. I can't call. And indeed,
Okay.
if you try and ring the number back, it just
I'll just text back and say, okay, leave it with me.
Okay.
Thing is, she was awake. Yeah, I did attempt to speak
she's
this.
not. She's not like being tortured in a coma or anything. We talked to her.
Yeah, and I managed to sneak a look at her notes, and
You did.
Assuming, of course, we did actually visit Stacy, and it wasn't just one of David's magical time-traveling hallucinations.
David and Eric's excellent adventure.
yeah. Is this where we split up, gang, tomorrow and go to? I'm going to go to the hospital with somebody as backup, and everyone else goes to see either Nathan or Greg.
Let's split up and look for clues.
Yes, because that's going to go well, isn't it? But
I mean, we covered the same amount of DM time, just with fewer people each time, so no point in doing that. If we're not actually against the clock, an annoying method. Well, let's see what Ray's managed to dig up.
yeah,
and
I
if
think
he's come
tomorrow
back
I'll have to go back to the hospital and see
Okay.
Stacy again.
So are you? Well, I presume you've arranged to meet up again the next day, which is Saturday. So
We're not going back to that coffee shop because that was horrendous. The decor was just not. That was
Yeah.
Well, Ray, you're a local. You choose somewhere. Preferably not Weatherspoon.
Drink coffee for £1.
No, otherwise you'll
Pubs
regret
are
it.
available.
So where are you all meet? Where is everybody meeting then, Ray?
I'll suggest possibly a Starbucks
Okay. Oh, very good, John.
in the middle of town.
Okay.
Bus route.
On what time?
See, I'm planning on quite a late night tonight, so maybe like 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. So shall we? Well,
I mean, it depends on who's come back to you. If you've reached out to Marie and Nathan, because you might have given some times for meeting up with them.
So I'll just jump it. Oh shit! I've put it too far forward. No, I haven't. That's So I'll just put it forward. So what is Ray doing? So is Ray doing some digging while he's at home that evening?
Yeah, I'm going to get on the interweb and see if I can track down that phone number for Melinda.
Okay.
If nothing else, I'll be able to find out what provider that number comes from. But if I dig hard enough, I may well be able to dig roughly where it is. Depends how deep into dodgy websites I can get to dig. What sort of records I can pull up. And I'm going to have a good search for Greg Baker, find out what I can find on him. So obviously start on Facebook, LinkedIn, but any sort of records on where he lived, any occurrences of his name, if once I can find out exactly who he is, social security number, is he in the paper, any adverts for his business, any dodgy dealings, has he been in trouble at all?
Okay.
Everybody appears to have frozen.
Oh, does he? No.
I can still hear you.
Oh, everybody seems still mobile to me anyway. Might just be wonders of Discord. So you're checking up on Greg first, are you?
So that's probably the easy one, is Greg, I suspect.
So that'll be a computer use roll then, I guess.
Okay, come on.
Oh yeah, a normal success.
Will it help to spend a point of luck?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll spend a point of luck.
Okay.
To make it hard.
So although you can't find a contact number for him, you're able to track him down through Facebook and things like that. So he is, as you already perhaps knew, he's working as an undertaker's assistant in Matlock, Derbyshire.
So he's an assistant rather than an actual undertaker.
Yes.
He overplayed it on his family.
He's Igor.
He got a hard success. So he's not very active on social media. But you see a picture of him. You didn't manage to find a picture of him. And his so Greg always used to ride around like a big motorbike, old Norton motorbike that he'd inherited from his dad, and he used to wear the motorbike leathers. He wasn't into rock music or anything like that, but he always used to wear the leathers, and he had this, like I said, this old vintage Norton motorbike. And you find a picture of him, and he stood by side of his bike, not wearing any leathers. And the most striking thing is his right arm is missing from about the elbow down. He's got no right. His right arm is gone.
Put a crimp on his day.
Does it?
Does it look like a recent picture? This.
Yeah, it's fairly recent. Yeah. In fact, with a hard success, I will also give you that you find reference to how what happened to him. So apparently he lost his lower right arm while working on his uncle's farm. About, let's see, it would be about 10 years
8
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
Picture of his bike. Can I see the bike's registration?
I would imagine so, yeah.
In that case, I'll track down where he lives as well.
Okay, that will require another computer use roll for that. Okay, so yeah, you managed to find an address and even a landline contact number. Landline.
Everybody, well, it might not have a phone plugged into it nowadays.
2015.
But, I mean, I've got a landline because Virgin make me have a landline.
Yeah, they do. I've got one as well.
I haven't got a phone.
Well, I've got a phone as well. I've still got a phone. Didn't use it. If it rings, I just look at it suspiciously.
I haven't even got a phone. I've never had. We've been
I mean,
here like
sidebar,
5-6 years. We've never plugged a phone
We managed to get
in.
Virgin to take us off the landline. So you just had to have a negotiation, say never use it, and then they can just charge you for it.
Okay, so I've got a landline. I presume I've got a phone number for his undertaking.
Yeah, so yeah, you'll be able to find a number for these where he's been employed. Yeah.
And I'll see if I can do the same for this mobile of Melinda's as well.
Give us a so what you're trying to get from the mobile number?
So, well, I'll start with provider, but then I'll see if I can hack into any records.
Okay, so you're trying to find out. You're right. Fair enough. Where is she? Oh, wow, another hard success. Wow.
Roll.
Why does that say regular difficulty?
Because you've rolled a regular difficulty check.
Oh, yeah.
But you've got a hard success.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry. Ignore me, I'm old.
But you can because you can set it to to what difficulty you're aiming for. Okay, so
and to a certain extent, I guess she's probably told them, well, I've not been there where she actually is anyway. So it's all kind of irrelevant, but
right. So yeah, you can find out quite a bit. You managed to find a number, pull up a socials pages and things like that. She seems to be she's a member of a Buddhist group over in Norwich that meets every Wednesday. She seems to have still have quite a avid interest in the occult pagan practices and New Age kind of stuff. And you know that she was back in the society she had a talent for the Ouija board, which she always referred to as the board. She's a journalist, only for a local newspaper, but yeah, you knew that anyway.
Okay. And just for funsies, can I see if I can, seeing as I know where David lives and I've been in his house and what have you, can I see if I can get onto through his router? Because I bet he hasn't reset the password from what was stuck on the back of the router.
I'll require at least a hard success for that. Oh, and there we go, another hard success.
Bloody hell.
Right. So yeah, you're able to hack into his get onto his computer or a computer.
Is there anything of significant interest just on his internet search history? I probably won't be able to get necessarily onto his actual computer and files, but his router search history, is there anything of significant interest?
There is a lot of internet searches that back up the fact that he's back up his claims that he's still got an avid interest in the occult, because there's websites that are familiar to you, but they're not just like run of the mill websites. The kind of thing that you'd have to know
Be a serious
about.
occultist.
Yeah.
Not a Google search result. Okay, let's put it another way in that case. There are now some significantly interesting Google search or Tor results on his browser history that I'm just going to put in my back pocket for now.
Okay.
Just, if we need him to go away for, 10 to 15.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like illegal or incriminating or anything like that.
let's rephrase that. Yes, there is.
Oh, okay. There is one that maybe catches your eye. There's been researching a particular book.
Okay.
That unsuccessfully, like, been trying to find information about a certain book, but it seemed to be following all the leads that he's followed. It seems to be like just struggling, come up blank or very little information.
What's the title of the book?
The book is called Monsters and Their Kind, spelt Kynde. So oldie English.
Ye oldie in English. Yeah, that's not the title that I thought you were going to say.
The Necronomicon.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, right.
Something a little.
18-year-old girls and how
was going to be something along the lines of. I've lost K. Yeah, I thought it was going to be something along the lines of Stacey's story.
Oh, right. Well, if you give me,
I'm just going to so let's just say sow some seeds on this.
Okay, put some inconvenient internet searches.
Yeah.
Give us another computer use roll. Oh, a normal success, a regular set, just a regular success. Okay, so you're able to you managed to access his calendar, his diary, and it's not really much use at first. It's just mainly like stuff, reminders to do with work, and it seems to be just full of stuff like that. And then you notice like some regular entries. Let's see. And it says things like research with MC, ritual attempt, MCNH, and there's maybe several of these each month.
Ooh, not we've seen it. You're literally staring at their names on a piece of paper, Dave.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just looking for the surnames of Melinda and Nathan.
I think it's Mary and Nathan.
Marie and Nathan. Yeah, okay.
And Spot is kind of yapping round your ankles.
Oh, what's up, Spot, mate?
And
does he want to go out?
It's a she. Yeah, it's a she. Says a she. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah.
So she sits down and like looks, and then starts growling, baring her teeth, and
what's up, Spot, mate? What is it? Ew. What are you growling at?
You fucking worm! You're already mine, Ray. Stop pretending that you can fight me. You think the others will save you, you fucking piece of shit! Just wait till they find out what you really think about them, what you wrote about them. You're a fucking animal, you despicable little cunt.
Stop doing dubstep.
Okay.
And give us a sanity roll.
Come on, Spot. Let's get ourselves to bed. Bedtime, I think.
A sanity roll first, though. Before bedtime.
Fine.
Oh, that's a fail. So,
Jesus.
You lose. Oh, just one.
Fine. Whoa.
And punt Spot across the room.
I've seen. I'll give Spot a little ear rub. It's okay, Spot. It's okay. We'll sort that nasty man out.
Okay. Right. So, shall we say that you will reconvene at the Starbucks in Milton Keynes?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So you all meet back up again just a little after 11 o'clock the next day at Starbucks, not too far from Centre MK Shopping Centre.
It's not an Americano, it's a black coffee.
I'll fill these guys in on what I found out about Greg and Melinda, and the bit about the research with MC ritual attempt CNH. I can only assume that's Marie and Nathan. I managed to pull it off his calendar.
Well, you say no, you hadn't spoken to them for months. I'm guessing that entry was not months ago.
They seem to be like fairly regular diary entries. So I think he's been telling some little porkies.
He's definitely up to something.
I
show the text.
So it's probably he's probably warned them then.
You what, sorry, Colin?
I said I show everybody the text that I received from Melinda.
What does that text say?
That Stacey is ready to talk, wants to talk to me for some reason.
I thought you and she were close.
Is this a trap of some sort?
I have a very strong suspicion we're being played here. There's some game. everyone that's kept in touch as a member of the society has got it in their heads that we need to be part of what they're up to. And has anybody seen The Wicker Man?
Yeah.
Your mic's a
We
little
do
bit.
seem to
Your
be-
mic's a little bit astray to you. There you go. You got a bit
We
quiet.
do seem to be, getting very much corralled in particular directions every time we talk to somebody.
I think
It's
these
almost
people.
like they're leaving us clues from
Yeah.
some,
Do you think the society's been carrying on while we all left?
That's a good point.
and they're
I mean,
all
A couple of years after us, it kind of like faded and it was just all turned to a drinking party. But someone might have brought it back. What about Michael? He's like 18, probably a student. Maybe he's like reset it up again. And him and his friends are basically trying to get a next generation going. And their power is feeding on the previous older generation. And that's why we're losing our minds.
I have a funny feeling they've been meeting. All of a sudden, we're getting these messages and texts, and Stacey reaches out to us all just conveniently. Like, not just one or two people, had to be us all.
Sarah.
And now
Yeah.
I'm getting texts like this, and we're being told how we have to basically stay in the vicinity and keep talking to everybody.
and
Do you
David.
think
David,
Stacey actually lives in that house?
So Sarah.
David is 100%.
Sarah was the one that contacted everybody. Stacey's the one that was in the psychiatric
Sorry,
ward. Yeah.
sorry, Sarah. Do you think Sarah
Yeah.
actually lives in that house? And it's only now that David has decided he wants to do something about it?
Yeah, because there were those twats outside, weren't they, who were shouting at us. So unless he's like, they've organised some, I don't know, cast of
that's
thousands
true.
to endorse it. And I'm pretty certain as well, if you look at local authority records, you're going to find references to her and Sean on there.
Yeah, because you talked to social services and they said that they were aware of her.
No, the police were.
Oh, was it the police were aware
was
of
the
her
police
living
that were aware.
in that house?
Unless they're hacking our phones as well.
I don't know. It just feels rather convenient that all of a sudden.
But yeah, David is 100% up to no good.
But is he?
He's,
Or
and is playing with our minds.
Or was it Michael? Because there's a big thing about, taking energy from certain things to
I see.
creating new
I
energy.
see what you mean.
Maybe Michael's got his old books and he's
If-
managed to make the leaps
if-
that David never could.
If Michael's such an accomplished apprentice warlock, why was he asked to leave when we talked to David? Surely that would be a conversation for everybody, and a good chance for David to demonstrate how the power,
If
I use inverted commas.
If David was in control. I don't like what's going on anyway. But it does seem a bit sus that people are texting you, trying to get us to go in particular direction.
I think they've been meeting. I don't think they've stopped meeting.
But all of
I
They
think
might have
we
pulled
need
down
to,
for a year or two, but I think for at least 10 years, say, they're still being carrying out the society. In seriousness, not as a club.
Well, maybe forearmed. We do need to talk to Stacey again.
All right, but if I was to be paranoid, I would say if we're saying that all the local people have been talking to each other, Ray, you're a local person.
Yeah, right.
Now, for what we know, Ray, you could be in on it with them, hanging out in your little local coven, and you're here with us to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, right.
Just for now.
Yeah.
Is this a local Starbucks for local people? I look around and see if everybody all of a sudden's wearing hoods and it's like pale, deathly white with like silver eyes. You all turn around at the same time to look at us.
With their names on their trucks. I mean, no, I'm not a paranoid man. I'm just saying that is a possibility of what would happen if there was a big local conspiracy for the greater good. I'm prepared to be open-minded about it. I think you're on the level.
Milton Keynes will be village of the year 2025.
Rusty jugglers. But we need to do something. I think we keep the fact that there could be a younger generation of warlock in our back pocket for now. I don't think we're in a position where we can just start stalking Michael and, not get caught or trigger him or something like that. I think the next thing we need to do has to be talk to either Nathan or Marie, but on the understanding that they've probably been tipped off by David and they might be lying out their assholes.
Yeah. I think we need to talk to Marie and Nathan. And probably Stacey again, if we take it at face value that she wants to talk to us.
Well, look, Stacey we can get any time. We know where she is. We know we can go and visit her anytime. We can work around other availability.
Yeah.
It's Saturday, so Marie, I think if I recall, she runs a bank or something.
Yeah, she's a bank manager.
So that's not going to be open today, Saturday,
Half day, maybe.
if they're lucky.
Yeah.
And what Nathan's a librarian, so he might be at work at the local library. So we could pounce on him there if he hasn't come back to us. What are people's thoughts?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Let's
find Nathan first.
Yeah. I'm easy either way.
Is the library closer than Marie's bank?
Probably about the same.
Yeah. Go on then. Executive decision. Let's go with Nathan.
Nathan,
first.
we're going to go and see Nathan first.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the library.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get up to leave the Starbucks and one of the barista that's serving your table, she comes over and says, "Hey, is everything fine? Can't get you. Can I get you anything else?" Or
Latte was cold.
she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Can I get you another one, Pat?"
No.
Thanks, love. Well,
He says, "Well, okay, mate."
very persistent.
Where are my manners, Alicia? Where are my manners, Alicia? I just come barging in as if I never left. How have you been, Alicia? I just want to say, it's so good to be back. Did you miss me? Nobody else hears that. They just say like the barrier barista say, "Well, I'm sorry, I can maybe get you an extra stamp on your token, on your customer loyalty card."
Yeah.
You'll take a stamp to go.
Yeah. Get out of here, guys.
All right.
Let's leave.
You really didn't like your cold eggnog, did you? Okay. You're right, Lisa. So who's glad to be back?
Okay.
Let's go to the library then.
You're all right.
Not scared. I'm scared.
Hey, it's all right. It's okay. We'll get this sorted, Alicia. Don't worry. It's just some people fucking with us. We'll get them. We'll sort it out.
Yeah.
Babe?
Don't leave me anywhere on my own.
We'll
We'll
do
stick
that.
together.
No, absolutely. Until you go to Wiltshire anyway.
So wait, heading to the library.
The library.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. It's Saturday. I'm not sure what time libraries stay open on Saturdays. Is it full day? We'll say it's full
Easy
day.
half day.
Half day,
The
full
library.
day. Let's say you get it. Maybe it shuts at 1 o'clock. Or half an hour. So you get there. It's not long. It's only maybe about 10 minutes. You can walk, in fact, from Starbucks. So you get there about an hour before it closes. And asking inside, ask one of the librarians on the desk inside, and they know Nathan, but no, he's not working today.
Oh, that's a shame. We've come up from is it Norfolk. You've come from?
John came from Kent.
Well, Kent.
Yeah, I came up from Kent, which I think's Wiltshire as well.
Come up from Kent, hoping to catch up with them while we were in Milton Keynes. Well, these guys they're staying with me.
All right. Well,
Do you give the funny Milton Keynes handshake or sign to show that you
Yeah.
show the sick finger?
It's all today.
he's due for a shift on Monday.
They're going to have gone back down to Kent by Monday. I don't suppose you've got a number for him, have you? And we can give him a buzz and see if we can meet up. Should have planned this a wee bit better, really.
You have got his mobile number.
Have we?
Yeah, David and Bridget gave it to you. Gave you Nathan's and Mary's mobile numbers.
Probably should have used his mobile number, shouldn't we? Aren't we fools?
Well, we were in town anyway,
So friends of Nathan's, eh?
Yeah, from university time.
Oh,
All right.
Do you know him well?
Well enough, I guess. He only works part time. He's been here what 10 years now. Stopped having meetings with a parole officer. But yeah, he, does job, keeps no down. It's, between you and me, I mean, no offence if he's a friend of yours, but he turns up for work as spends most of his time over in the occult section of the library.
Oh.
Is there a large occult section in this library?
Well, I wouldn't say it's unusually large. No, it's probably nothing special that you can find anything else anywhere else.
Most libraries have an occult section of at least 3 books.
You can make a allow your psychology roll if you wish.
Psychology, come on.
Oh.
Go on, screw it. Oh shit. Yeah, whatever. Go on then.
What?
I've spent luck on.
Oh yeah, so you have spent a look. So you really are you close friends of Nathan's or?
Yeah, we were thick as thieves back at uni.
Right, okay. Well, it's
Go on. You want to.
maybe you could perhaps have a word with him then. I mean, I've got no problem with the guy. Nathan, me and Nathan get on okay. But
I can feel a book coming here though.
well, you see, there's several inter-library loan books that have gone missing, and Nathan is suspected of being responsible. And it's not. I mean, with his history, it's if they don't, maybe you could have a word with him if they were to.
And his history. What do you mean his history?
Well, he got started here on parole.
Prison parole.
Yeah, I think that's
that
parole.
other sort of parole.
I think that's what parole officers are. Yeah. I mean, don't know what it's all about. But yeah, he used to have regular meetings with his parole officer, and the parole officer would come in to make sure he turned up for work. And I mean that's it's a long time ago. I mean, it must be maybe 10 years ago. But yeah, like I say, I mean, it's okay, Nathan. I wouldn't like to. We're not the best of friends, but I wouldn't like to see him lose his job. People turning over a new leaf and have a second chance and all that. So maybe if you could mention it to him, maybe if those books were to mysteriously reappear,
turn back up again. Yeah. What were they?
So he tells you they're not. They're nothing special. There's a couple of occult books. Nothing like rare or anything like that. And a book on serial killers. Encyclopedia of Serial Killers.
Okay, yeah. By all means, we'll have a word when we can keep him on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, well, like I say, I mean,
yeah, your understanding's appreciated on his behalf. He might be a bit of a dick sometimes.
Yeah,
but,
just don't.
He's a good lad.
Yeah, just don't say I said anything, okay?
No. I'll tap my nose.
Okay, so. And yeah, they just like somebody comes up and deals with a customer, booking some books out.
Right. Who's going to give him a ring then?
What do we remember about him from our time in the club?
It was so he's a member of the society. Obviously, he was a chemistry student, quite a well-performing chemistry student. He was maybe one of the more boisterous members of the 13. Probably one that he got on the least with. It wasn't particularly nice to be around if he'd had too much to drink, but he was still a friend. But probably kind of the least liked amongst you four.
Okay, well, I mean, if a phone call needs to be made, I'll make the phone call.
Cool.
Okay. So is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing next? You're calling Nathan?
Yeah, see where he is, and then we can try and catch up with Marie.
Yep.
Okay. So you give me a luck roll. Okay. So the phone so you like dial number given to you by Bridget, and the phone rings a few times, and then somebody answers this quite gruff voice that you instantly recognise. Says, yeah, who's this?
Is that Nathan?
Yeah, this is Nathan. Who's this?
Nathan! Eric Wilson from university.
Eric? Oh, God! Eric!
Yeah, I know. A long time, isn't it?
How'd you get my number?
Oh, well, basically, a bunch of us just happened to be in the local area, and we thought we'd look up the old gang, as it were, the old circle.
Right.
So we've just gone to see. We've met David.
Oh, David, how is he? Last time I saw him, a right fat bastard. Oh, you've been cut off. Hello. Hello.
Hi. Really?
Yeah. Last time I spoke to last time I saw David, a right fat bastard.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's really gone to seed, really jowly and everything.
Yeah.
It's quite satisfying, really, because he was really, he's quite a handsome old cunt in the old days.
Yeah, sickening.
But yeah, anyway, how the devil are you, anyway?
Oh, not bad at all. Getting by, which is what matters, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you free this afternoon at all?
Free this afternoon. You can make a listen roll.
Oh!
It is like a bat.
Really good reception.
So you can hear some noise in the background.
Okay, it's your gentleman's movie.
And then it's kind of muffled off, as if like somebody's put the hand over the phone. You can just make out this muffled voice, and then a a response that sounds kind of halted, possibly female, and then the hands moves away from the phone. Oh, I don't know. What time are you thinking?
I don't know. We're around all afternoon. Got to leave at a decent time. But if there's somewhere you want to meet up, a local pub you can suggest or anything, or
yeah, sure, yeah. Why not? Maybe one of the old hangouts, Red Bull, maybe.
the Red Bull.
Yeah.
Before it got closed down for copyright infringement. Yeah. Okay. Great. So what's it now? It's just gone lunch. 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, and you hear the phone being muffled again for a moment. Yeah, 3. Yeah. 3 should be fine. 3 o'clock, Red Bull. Yeah.
Great. All right. We'll see you then, Nathan. Look forward to seeing you again.
Right. It cuts up.
I was literally about to go and click leave conversation. Also have it from all his Teams calls. All right, guys. I don't know if you heard most of that. We're going to meet Nathan about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I guess maybe you've got time to go and see Stacey beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a plan.
At least give her a shout and see where she is.
Just to
We'll
get
not
somebody-
say that Melinda called us.
No.
We'll just say we're here. We'll check.
Just
the
to give you some idea about the kind of man Nathan is, by the way. He didn't turn his porn down when he was on a phone call. So that's bad etiquette.
He answered before
Here's-
finishing himself off. Like he answered a phone call mid-stroke.
Obviously not thinking
What
fire.
a deviant! He must have wanted you to be part of it.
Guys,
Just-
Hope he
I
washes
don't
his
know what
hands
you're
before he
talking
meets us.
about.
Just as a thought, is it worth arranging to meet Marie and the Red Bull at like 3:15? Because we know that David has been doing a ritual with Marie and Nate.
What?
And see if they acknowledge the fact that they've been, or do we want to talk to them?
Well, they might.
Do we want to try and catch them out together if they come over all like, oh, Nathan, I haven't seen you for years, or do we want to try and talk to them separately?
I mean, we could be honest about it. I think basically, if they are colluding,
Things a bit. Sorry, I don't understand
not
what you
entirely,
mean.
but if they're colluding, then he'll ring her up and he'll say, "Oh, Marie, you never guess who's just called." Blah 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 blah. So she'll expect a phone call from us anyway. But whereas if we say, "Oh, we're in the area, we've just spoken to Nathan, we're meeting down the Red Bull.
Down the Red
You want to come
Bull.
as well?" Yeah. And if it is something weird and freaky that's going on, well, Nathan said yes now, so she's probably going to want to come down to keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't say anything
Yeah.
that intimidates her.
Say anything stupid.
I get the idea he's probably not the brains of the app, although he was quite a good chemist.
Yeah, that doesn't mean a great deal. Though chemists, there's clever and common sense, do very different things.
I mean, who got on best with Marie?
You can decide amongst yourselves. If he doesn't say otherwise, if he doesn't say, you can decide about it.
All right, you give her a call then.
Give her a shout.
Okay. Where are we? There we are. Okay, can you give me a look roll if you would, please, Alicia. Okay. So, phone rings. You're almost about to hang up when it's yes. Who is it?
Hello?
Oh, who's this? Hello, who's this?
Yeah.
Alicia?
I got the right number.
He's been with Nathan.
Yeah, this is Marie Cobain.
Yeah, that's the one. You don't remember me?
Alicia. No,
it's been a long time.
no, it can't be. It can't be you, Alicia. Alicia from college. Alicia, whatever her fucking name is. What's your second name?
Juicio.
Juicio.
Yeah, you got a weird name as well, haven't you? Yeah, Alicia. Yeah, it's wow. Just wow. Just a moment. Sorry about that. So Alicia, what? This is out of the blue. I mean, why? To what do I owe this pleasure?
We're having a reunion. We're getting back together.
Oh.
We're all back in the area.
Really? Oh yes. Well, sort of. I live in a small village just outside of Middleton Keynes. It's very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh, excellent. we're wondering if you fancy meeting up at some point.
Oh,
Around today.
well, I am really busy. I'm manager of a local bank now. So it takes up. When were you thinking?
Free today?
No, not today. No.
Put my hand over the phone. She's not free today, guys. What we do?
Just let her know that we're meeting Nathan, and sure, well, if she happens to be passing by.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We've got we're meeting up with Nathan at the Red Bull pub.
Nathan. Oh, really?
Remember Nathan?
Yes, the chemistry guy. Yes, Nathan.
Yeah, he seems to remember you.
Really? Well, I guess I always had my admirers, much like yourself, Alicia.
So we can't tempt you into coming over on.
Oh no! I'm really sorry. I much too.
What, are you working or can we pop by?
Well, let me get back to you. Maybe that would work. I have your number now, anyway. So yeah. So yeah, I call you back. Yeah, it's
Cool.
yeah, nice speaking to you, Alicia. Yes, you take care. And she hangs up.
The weird thing is, she's from Stevenage.
Yeah.
Don't know where she was putting the accent on.
She didn't seem like she wanted to be on the phone, guys.
That was sus as, wasn't it?
Was Nathan watching porn, or just
Yeah.
that thought hanging out there?
That thought had
Thanks for that,
occurred to
John.
me.
Fortunately, I have no visual image of either of them at the moment. So
Did the panting not because that like critical
yeah, but I don't
success?
know what they look like, so I can't construct.
No, I mean, did her breathing sound like the video? Was it actually his hand over the phone, or was it?
Anyway,
Which once again begs the question: who the hell answers the phone middle of that?
Yeah.
well, Nathan's a lot quicker at answering than Marie was. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know Stacey's not going to be in flagrante delicto. If
Well,
he wants to pop in and
You
see her.
reckon?
Well, I hope so. Depends on the hospital.
But there was something very sus about that because she wasn't. Oh yeah, I'll meet up with Nathan regular, which is a bit of a red flag straight away.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going into this eyes wide open. You know, we're meeting Nathan in a neutral location, in a pub, so he's not going to try anything obvious. He won't have a chance to, prepare the area with pagan wards or whatever it is they do.
Yeah.
Or hypnotize us or whatever. Yeah, that kind of shit. We're just getting an understanding of where he sits in this whole.
A patsy, I think, is the technical term for it.
Yeah, he might be being used as a pat. He might not actually know anything. He might just be the bloke who brings the bubbling potions out or whatever it is. He's a chemist, so,
Yeah, brings the flagons of finest foaming ale.
Okay.
So, John, your phone buzzes again. Another message on your phone. Glancing down, it's Melinda again.
It's becoming a bit of a pest.
Block her.
So, opening up the message, it's garbled, distorted. It's like the message is corrupted. It says, "Have spoke Stacy, desperate, speak you cards." Oh, there goes John again.
Is she texting from? Was that a voicemail or a
Text, but for some reason the text is like it's all corrupted. There's asterisks and parts of the
other phones have come out since the Nokia 5400.
Yeah, allegedly.
But yeah, it looks to the point that, like I said, it looks like the message has been corrupted somehow. Not there's too much stuff in it to just be like big thumbs, to mistype, to be being mistyped. And
I almost don't want to go see Stacey. I was going to go see Stacey. No, I kind of don't want to. Look at this text.
Stacey.
It's like not going. You really want me to go see?
And Ray, Eric, and Alicia, can you make a power roll?
Positive experience.
Sorry, did you say as well?
Yeah.
Can't see.
Who rolled that?
7. No, just not you, John. Not John.
Oh right.
Okay.
Right.
Everybody's passed.
Everybody's passed.
It's super pass.
So where are you going now? What are you doing now? So yeah, like I say, John, you've just got this text message, this garbled text message.
We'll check on Stacey.
Have we got time to nip and see Stacey?
Was that what we were going to do? We were going to go see her and then
Yeah.
meet Deason's in the pub. We'll probably need a pint after this anyway.
Yeah, I suspect. Yeah.
What time is it? So again, let's give it 10 minutes.
Quick, to see Stacey's bedside.
Yeah.
La, 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 la.
If we've got time to go and see Stacey before our pub meet up, then
Oh God, yeah,
probably
A
might.
couple
Yeah.
of hours, yeah.
yeah. So is that where you're headed now?
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been to the library. So yeah, you're head back from the library, which towards the hospital. So you go towards the centre of town, and you're passing by that wonderful shopping centre again, and Ray.
It keeps mentioning this damn shopping centre.
It's MK Centre. It's the most important part of Milton Keynes.
I'm just highly suspicious of the regularity of it.
You look it up. It's a centre of Milton Keynes, the social
No
hub,
accolade.
the social hub of Milton Keynes.
Yeah, I'm just suspicious of how often it gets mentioned.
You're very suspicious. Yes,
I am.
So like I say, you're passing by this central area, and Ray, you see a young girl stood at the side of the road, maybe about 100 yards away. It's Angelica, and a car, as you recognise her, a car pulls up at the side of the road, and she starts walking towards it. It's David's car.
I'll nudge whoever's sat next to me and go, "That's Angelica, and that's David's car, isn't it?"
Right, so the passenger door opens, and Angelica climbs inside, and as she climbs inside, you can see it's David. He's reached across to open the door, and Angelica climbs inside and closes the door.
Quick, follow that car.
I think we might have to, yeah. We could detour.
Wheel spin, middle of the road.
Okay,
Handbrake turn.
and you're just walking across the centre, and the car slowly starts to pull away.
Ah, bugger. We're
Oh,
on
we
foot.
were driving. Okay.
Yeah, stuff it. I'll jump on the hood or the bonnet.
No!
Oink.
How about we ring David?
He'll probably not answer if he's driving.
We
Hands
know
free.
what-
Take a photograph.
we can
Actually,
do that.
no. Photo. Do the equalizer thing that Robert will call. So just come straight out with a video camera
Okay.
and just let him know what I'm doing it.
When you say video camera, you mean film.
Okay, so you're like I say about 100 yards away. So he hasn't. Yeah, he doesn't. Probably hasn't seen you. It doesn't look like he's seen you at all. Because he's like I say about 100 yards away. It's to the town. It's really busy. It's down on the
Yep.
MK, the centre MK that is just swamped, just like a throng of people. So you just see them.
You should give Bridget a ring and ask if she knows where David is at the moment.
Let's just right. But 100 yards is a car pointing towards or away from us.
Away from me. So she gets in, and the car starts to pull away.
Yeah, do you know what? I'll just get the video out and I'll just zoom in and I'll take some video.
Okay.
Try and catch at least Alicia in the car because we have the number plate.
You try and catch Angelica. You mean?
Angelica, sorry.
Angelica.
Yeah, Alicia in the car. Okay, so you get your camera like on video, zoom in, and get
Because he's not like hurrying off, it's-
No. So yeah, you manage to zoom in plenty of time. Get pretty clear picture, the back of the car, registration plate. You can see just make out like the silhouette of the backs of the heads in the front seats, and then you see this face peering up over the back seat. This face of looks like maybe a teenage boy with lank, black, greasy hair hanging over his face. His face covered in like sores and scabs, and just like this big, wide grin of rotten teeth.
No way.
I don't like him.
And I suppose if you're looking for a point to leave it, I will leave it there. Then.
I'm not a fan of that kid.
Ooh, he then.
Well, he's from that estate,
Is he
obviously.
even there?
Yeah.
Is he actually even there?
Do you want to try and
Outside.
disbelieve that?
We'll see what it's like on playback.
All right, I'm going to shoot off, guys.
Okay.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. So we'll be. I think are we good for? Is everybody good for next week?
Next
Uh,
week,
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. Well.
God, I was going to use E3.
Oh yes, yeah.
Use your arrows, yeah.
I'm going to start
reading.
really getting into method acting here.
Oh well, hang on to him.
All right, take care, everybody. Bye.
Okay.
Just stoops in about
Yep.
dodgy fuck.
Okay.
Not
So
you.
we will be just sign off with everybody, and just we'll be back
Tomorrow
next-
night.
Next Tuesday.
Some of us will be.
Oh well, yeah, tomorrow night. Some of us, yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow with Alien. And we'll be back with Moonchild next Tuesday, yeah, like Dave said.
Sounds like a plan.
Magic.
Good.
Cool. Happy days. Cheers, Phil.
No problem, thank you
As
all.
always. Cheers, guys.
So conspiracy theories on the back of a postcard, please.
Bye-bye.